We've all been taught to admire, as we should, the guts and the courage it took for the colonialists to decide to secede from Britain and set up a separate country and go to war against the world's overwhelmingly superior, foremost military land and air and land and sea power, Great Britain. But in fact, it was a lockout. In fact, they had no choice, because the year before, in 1775, Britain declared a blockade of the United States, or the 13 colonies back then. It was called the Prohibitory Acts. But it prohibited any foreign trade or any trade by anybody in or out of any ports in the United States or in the 13 colonies back then. And an act of blockade is an act of war. Then in the early months of 1776, King George announced that the 13 colonies were in rebellion and that he would no longer extend the protection of the crown to them. Now, this was a country that had 13 colonies that had recently fought the French Indian War, where the British Crown actively protected the colonists against a French invasion and against an Indian invasion as well. So withdrawing the protection of the Crown was pretty significant. On May 10th, 1776, John Adams stood up in Congress and got Congress to approve a resolution calling on each state to develop its own constitution as an act of independence, to set up its own government, basically to go into business for itself. It was on July 4th that they all banded together and declared independence. But in fact, each state really declared independence, or the Congress asked them to, on May 10th. So it doesn't sound right to say 10th of May fireworks, or have a nice 10th of May, but that is the date we should be celebrating. By the way, as you kick back and relax for the 4th, there's a new thing that a close friend of mine's done. The guy at the other end of that camera is Clayton Leota, my friend, and who works with me filming these videos. And he has a website called The 5 O'Clock Hour. THE, the number 5, OCLOCKHOUR.com. If you can't spell it, you don't need another drink. And the video that he's doing right now that's posted on the site examines a rare type of silver cocktail shaker that was made right after Prohibition ended, and he examines its merits and shows it off. So thanks a lot. Have a look at it. It's kind of fun. Yesterday he had 3 dogs, a big one, a middle one, a small one, one with gin, one with vermouth, and a little one with olives. And he said, these are the modern day service dogs. Take care. Have a nice weekend.